Hi from Chicago here in the press room. My next guest, what's your name, young man?
James Marcella.
And you're accesscommunications.com?
That is correct.
But we're not really here to talk about that, although you guys are really good. We're going to talk about what the work you guys do with ASIS and some of the security cares programs and things. This is really fantastic. Tell us about that.
Absolutely, Chuck. And thank you for having us on board here. Really appreciate that. Axis really believes in giving back to the communities that we're involved with, and ASIS gives us a really great opportunity to do that. There's a program called Security Cares, and in that program there's a school security grant. So every year at GSX, ASIS and ASIS Foundation select a local school for a donation. That donation is $20,000 from the foundation. Mm-hmm. But since that inception of that program, Axis has also been donating equipment and services to the recipient school. So this year, the DeWitt Clinton School, elementary school here in Chicago, was awarded that grant. Axis, as well as Genetech and BCD Video, also donated an entire video surveillance system for that school.
That's some big players.
Great group of people, great partners of Axis, great partners of ASIS, and it's just great to give back to the communities that we're involved with.
I did Security Cares last year at the show, and we had 4 panels up there talking about it. I think it was one of our highest viewed conversations, and the floor was packed. People are very interested in this stuff. It affects almost everybody.
I think first of all, school security is a top of mind thing for so many people for so many reasons, right? And the fact that through ASIS and the Security Cares program, we're able to help a local school in the host city that GSX is at. I think it's how could you not feel good about that?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are absolutely interested in that program.
So tell me how it works. So I get where we might get some grant money, kind of get that part, right?
Yep.
But then somebody has to come in and design it for them so it works.
Correct.
And then what type of equipment are we talking about? We talk about gunshot detection, access control. What kind of gear gets put in their cameras?
So this year, the Clinton DeWitt School really, in their application, indicated that their video surveillance system was, I think, 20 years out of date. Very old equipment.
Betamax.
Maybe. A lot of it was not functional anymore.
Right.
They actually had some losses as far as stolen computers and other things. So what we were able to do was donate an entire system for that.
Wow.
Upwards of 30 plus cameras for the school to cover the entrances, exits, and whatnot. And what's involved in that is not just a donation, but you're right, designing a system. So local folks from the ASIS Education Security Council helped in the application vetting. We had some field engineers from Axis go out on site and help design the camera placements, those types of things, and also work with local integrators to ultimately implement and install that equipment, I think probably sometime within the next 6 months or so.
You ever find that this becomes kind of a cultural shock sometimes? I mean, you got a 25-year-old system that probably nobody's used, and now you got the latest thing. How do you get the operational part up and running quickly? Do we donate part of ASIS as maybe some operators that get training for that, or because systems are more complex in a way?
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, the Chicago public school system as a whole has standardized on that Genetech and Axis solution.
Good.
Or a lot of the schools have implemented that here. So I believe that they have their own internal training program for that system, and I'm certain that they'll help train the staff at Clinton DeWitt to do that. And if they don't, Axis certainly has a program for educating our customers and end users, and I'm certain that Genetech probably does as well.
This is the good stuff about the show. I love this stuff.
I do too. It's great to be able to be a part of that. Really, really satisfying.
What else are you guys working on? Anything else? Any other foundation work or any donation work you're doing?
Well, at ASIS, Axis is very much engaged and involved. We have members of Axis in 10 different councils across the organization.
Wow.
At the chapter level, we're very much involved. I think we have somewhere around 90 or so members of ASIS, all of them working with their local chapters as well. So
great. Name and website one more time.
James Marcella, Director of Industry Associations at Axis Communications.
And find out more about that at ASIS Online, ASISonline.org, right? And we can find more about these safety cares. And we'll be doing 1 or 2 safety cares, security cares shows live from the floor, I think tomorrow, the next day as well.
Excellent.
So tune in again. pretty soon here at GSX 2019, live from Chicago. Back in a minute.